Game 5 of the NBA Finals, long shot parlay edition. In this video, we have 3 parlays varying from plus 100 all the way up to plus 1,000 odds. If you are new, my name is Austin. We've been close to smacking one of these parlays, and I think there's no better time to do it than in Game 5 of the NBA Finals tonight, Monday evening, June 16th. Let's get it done. As always, we do 2 videos for the NBA Finals. If you missed the first one, it was posted last night, includes my favorite player prop in this game. We have yet to lose a player prop in this game. In the finals, technically this game too, the game hasn't started, but in the finals, 4-0. I just give one prop every single game, and it's been smacking. I encourage you to check that video out. I'll link it down below in the pin comment and the description at the end of the video as well. So go check out that if you missed it. 12-1, trying to go to 13-1. But let's begin with our safer parlay, and we're going to run back the ladder challenge. We've been chasing, the plus 200, plus 350s. We're going to go back to a plus 100 play where we've had the most success. I mean, heck, we're still cashing those plus 200s, and we're so close in game 4 to cash in the plus 350. Today, it's just a plus 100 play. If you missed the ladder challenge video, well, I'll go through it real quickly. Here it is. This is what I'm rolling with. Tyrese to score some points. I think he can get 11 points. I really think that they're going to be able to switch a ton and get the big man on him. He should be aggressive there. SGA, I know a lot of people might be targeting as overs, but scoring 40 ain't easy in a playoff game. And while sure, you could point to them switching and getting Neesmith onto SGA, and that's a better scoring matchup for him. But the Pacers aren't stupid. They'll make some adjustments, and heck, they might double team him and leave some other guys open, which maybe we'll touch on later on in this video. Pascal Siakam, I think they get him going early in this game. I'm getting him to stuff the stat sheet for 22 PRAs, something he's done in 15 straight games. And if Halliburton's scoring, he's not getting a lot of assists. So I like his under an assist. I mean, heck, to get 12 assists, that's not easy. We saw that in game 5 or game 4 when we need to SGA to get 5. He can get a single assist. Now, Tyrese a little bit different than SGA, but again, you get 12 assists on the road. Just so difficult. Next, I'll go to a little bit more of a long shot parlay, and this time we're actually going to Underdog Fantasy. If you don't know anything about Underdog Fantasy, very similar to the daily fantasy house we touched on, but again, at Underdog, we love them. If you use my code COS, they'll give you a deposit match up to $1,000. Pretty sweet. And they'll give you this SGA free pick for him to score 1 point. Certainly take advantage. Again, here are all the states that Underdog is available in. If it's in your state, Classic or Champions, take advantage of it. We love Underdog here. One of my longest, might be my longest sponsor on the channel. I'm not really too sure. But here's my Underdog slip. Lou Dort to make 2 threes. SGA, we're taking him at 37.5, lower there. Casey Wallace, less than 9.5 PRAs. And Pascal Siakam, 27 PRAs. Now, we'll start with Siakam. As I talked about in the ladder challenge, look, they are going to switch a ton. And Pascal's a guy that can use his size to score down there. And I really think this is a guy that can stuff the stat sheet. And he could also get some assists if they're going to give him some more usage. I mean, he had I think 60-something touches going into the fourth quarter. He only touched the ball 8 times in that fourth. That's unacceptable. I'd expect him to get going early and often. I like him and Halliburton scoring-wise. I mean, heck, they're the 2 stars in that team. They're going to need both those guys to show up in the pivotal game 5. Let's talk about the Thunder trio. SGA, we already talked about his last thing there. I just see it being very tough. Lou Dort and Casey Wallace. I think these are 2 guys that steal each other's minutes in terms of Lou Dort stealing Casey Wallace's minutes. Now, look, if SGA is going to be cooking, that people think he's going to be cooking, well, some double teams could come. Heck, if you're the Pacers, are you willing to go home because you let the MVP cook you? Or would you be willing to live with Lou Dort beating you? I'd say Lou Dort every single time until he's made 4 or 5 threes, then fine. But hey, late contest or not, make Lou Dort beat you for all I care, even though he shoots better at home. But again, you just can't let SGA beat you if I'm the Pacers. So expect them to make his life difficult. Lou Dort, we know he's capable of knocking down 2 threes. That's what he does at home. As for Casey Wallace, I don't know. I mean, if I'm the Pacers, I'm letting Casey Wallace beat me. Why is that? Because he hasn't made a 3-pointer in this series. I think he's 0 for 8, 0 for 10 from 3. The threes just aren't falling. So obviously this is a young guy. He's probably not very confident shooting the threes if we haven't made a single one in our 8 or 10 attempts. I forget how many it has been. I mean, heck, I have his numbers up on the screen. 0 for 2, 0 for 1, 0 for 2, and 0 for 3. So 0 for 8 in the series. So again, I could see his minutes dwindling. If he's not going to be confident to shoot those shots, he's out there to space the floor for SGA and the other guys. Bench him. Put in Lou Dort, put in Aaron Wiggins, put in Caruso. This is a game 5. We can't afford to go 10 deep. Kenrich Williams would play well too. So I just don't see Casey Wallace having a big role here. So, and Halliburton's kind of been cooking him too. So I like his less than 9.5 PRAs there, 4.13 extra money. Not too shabby. I think that's got a chance at coming home. Again, Underdog Fantasy. Sign up using my code COS. They'll give you a deposit match up to $1,000. They'll give you this SGA free pick. Again, here are all the states that Underdog's available. And if it's in your state, sign up using that code COS or the link down below. I would appreciate it. Let's finally wrap the video with my long shot. We were close in game 3. Game 4 wasn't the best read for the long shot. Today, a little bit less long shotty, if that makes sense, but still decent odds on this one. Let's talk about it. I threw the DraftKings parlay boost on here, so getting us the plus 765 odds. So you throw $10 on this, turns into a little around $80. It's big on Chet Holmgren, 15 points and 10 rebounds from him. Halliburton, 15 plus points. Like I said, they're going to switch. He's going to have to be aggressive. We saw that in that fourth quarter. I meant to pull up his exact stats. Halliburton game log in fourth quarter playoffs. I mean, I know he scored 8 points, but he shot a ton. What was he? 3 for 7, missed some threes in there. We know he's going to be aggressive, and he should be. They're going to need him to score the basketball. Lou Dort, I already talked to him for 2 threes. I'm willing to live with Lou Dort beating me. Heck, the 2 guys, if I am the Pacers coming into this game, we've allowed SGA have a big game last game, and we allowed J-Dub to have back-to-back good games. So, again, if we're going to send some help, who are the guys we're helping off of? First one will be Lou Dort. Second one would actually be Chet Holmgren. I don't actually mind him to score either because Chet sucked from 3-point land. And so if you're going to live with Chet shooting threes on you, I'd do that every day of the week. So I think Chet gets some open 3-point looks. Only shot, I think, 1 in game 4. I think he probably shoots a little bit more tonight. And I think he can grab the rebounds. When the Thunder are at their best, the series has been with Chet at the 5. Now, in that game 4 win, they switched up their offense or their starting lineup, and they had Isaiah Hartenstein back in there. They didn't really yield to a lot of success. So in that game, they were, I think, plus 14 with Chet at the 5. I think that's what they got to go back to. Chet's just a mismatch, so I think he can easily get the points. The rebounds might be a little bit sweaty, but he had 15 rebounds in game 4. Could he get us 10? I certainly think so. Pacers on the road. They're probably not going to shoot as well from the field. So you see some rebounds out there. Chet, the biggest guy on the court, I think he can grab 10 boards. So 15 and 10 for Chet, 15 points for Mr. Halliburton, and 2 threes for Lou Dort, plus 765 odds. I like throwing a chance on that. I looked at some other legs, but I didn't want to overlap every single leg in the parlays we have because I don't want one leg to be the reason we lose every single thing. So sure, Lou Dort's in the last 2. Chet's not involved in the latter, although I did consider involving him. So I don't want to, overexpose ourselves on a one singular player because we have the read wrong. Well, then you're cooked. I mean, that's kind of what game 5s come down to. There's going to be adjustments made. People might think, oh, this happened in game 4. They made their adjustments. It's going to happen the same thing in game 5. No, this is the NBA playoffs. So you're guessing this far in the late in the series is kind of honestly difficult because there's been so many adjustments made. You have no idea what Rick Carlisle or Mark Daigneault is going to come to the table. So again, be a little bit careful. Don't bet, 3 million things. Don't put 10 units on this game because it's going to be tough to really read. If you get the read wrong, you could easily go 0 for 8 or something like that. And people have done that this postseason on Twitter and stuff like that. They're putting out 5, 6, 7 picks per game. And one bad read, you think the Thunder are going to do this, Pacers are going to do that. You get it wrong, and boom, there goes half of your plays, and you're already down units. So again, that's why I've been sticking to just the half unit plays. So if you've been missing the regular videos, I encourage you to go check those out. A lot of good nuggets in those videos. Again, you can go there. Links down below. 12-1 run. I'm trying to go to 13-1, and I did not even mention the guy that we are betting on in that in this video. So again, go check out that video. I will link it right here on the screen. A ladder challenge video. If you want to go show that some love, you can go do that maybe for some good vibes. Let's cash some parlays. Let's cash the ladder. Let's cash the underdog entry. Let's get a long shot under our belts. I certainly think we can do it. Let's have a day. Good luck in all your picks, and I'll see you guys back for Game 6 of the NBA Finals, which could be our final time together this NBA season. Hopefully we can get a Game 7, but we'll have to root for the loser tonight. We'll see you guys then. Peace.